curse this family.
The Witch is a 2015 period supernatural horror film written and directed by Robert Eggers in his feature directorial debut. The film stars Anya Taylor-Joy in her first film appearance, dealing with a family in 1630s New England where they are torn apart by the forces of witchcraft, black magic, and possession.
There's nothing you can do to stop us. Leave us alone.
Village of the Damned is a 1960 science fiction horror film by Anglo-German director Wolf Rilla. The film is adapted from the novel The Midwich Cuckoos from 1957 by John Wyndham. It takes place in the English village of Midwich, dealing with the blonde-haired, glowing-eyed children of uncertain paternity, proved to have frightening powers.
Let me get this straight. You imply that these children may be the result of impulses directed towards us from somewhere in the universe.
Follow one ordinary man on an extraordinary journey into a haunting world of mystery, terror, and murder.
Stir of Echoes is a 1999 American supernatural horror film written and directed by David Cope and based on the 1958 novel by Richard Matheson. The film stars Kevin Bacon. The story follows a man after being hypnotized by his sister-in-law. He begins seeing haunting visions of a girl's ghost, and a mystery begins to unfold around him.
What's the worst that can happen?
I want to cut it.
The Ruins is a 2008 horror film directed by Carter Smith and written by Scott Smith, based on his 2006 novel. A leisurely Mexican holiday takes a turn for the worse when a group of friends and a fellow tourist embark on a remote archaeological dig in the jungle where something evil lives among the ruins.
Did you see that? Something's on me.
These are two lovely girls, Justin.
The Last House on the Left is a 2009 revenge horror thriller film directed by Dennis Eliadis and written by Carl Ellsworth and Adam Alaka. It is a remake of the 1972 film. The film follows the parents of Mary Collingwood, who attempt to get revenge on a group of strangers, led by a man named Krug, that have taken shelter at their home during a thunderstorm.
What are we gonna do? We don't have a car. The phones are dead and they're still here.
Which means we're gonna be ready to do anything.
I'm not gonna let it happen, okay?
Nobody has control over life and death unless they are taking lives and causing death.
Final Destination is a 2000 American supernatural horror film directed by James Wong, with a screenplay written by James Wong, Glenn Morgan, and Jeffrey Reddick, based on a story by Reddick. It is the first installment in the Final Destination film series. The story follows a teenager who cheats death after having a premonition of a catastrophic plane explosion. He and several of his classmates leave the plane before the explosion occurs, but death later takes the lives of those who were meant to die on the plane.
What if it was our time? What if we were not meant to get off that plane? What if there is a design, then it's not finished?
It knows my secrets. It knows my fears.
Vacate, I want off this ship.
Event Horizon is a 1997 science fiction horror film directed by Paul W. S. Anderson and written by Philip Eisner. Set in 2047, it follows a crew of astronauts sent on a rescue mission after a missing spaceship. The Event Horizon spontaneously appears in orbit around Neptune. Searching the ship for signs of life, the rescue crew learns that the Event Horizon was a test bed for an experimental engine that opened a rift in the space-time continuum and left our universe entirely, allowing a malevolent entity to possess the ship.
The ship doesn't really go faster than light. What it does is it creates a dimensional gateway that allows it to jump instantaneously from one point of the universe to another light years away.
The Descent is a 2005 British adventure horror film written and directed by Neil Marshall. The film follows 6 women who, having entered a cave system, struggle to survive against the humanoid creatures inside. Bloody Disgusting ranked the film 3rd in their list of the top 20 horror films of the decade, with the article saying, "One of the scariest films of this or any decade."
Okay, move! Now! Now!
Dawn of the Dead is a 2004 American action horror film directed by Zack Snyder and written by James Gunn. A remake of George A. Romero's 1978 horror film, Dawn of the Dead, it stars an ensemble cast. It was Snyder's first feature film, having previously worked as a television commercial director. Set in Milwaukee, Dawn of the Dead follows a group of lone survivors who take refuge in an upscale suburban shopping mall during a zombie apocalypse.
Look up the road, there's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
Just want to apologize to Mike's mom and Josh's mom and my mom.
Tell me where you are, Josh!
The Blair Witch Project is a 1999 American supernatural horror film written, directed, and edited by Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez. It is a fictional story of three student filmmakers, Heather Donahue, Michael C. Williams, and Joshua Leonard, who hike into the Black Hills near Burkittsville, Maryland, in 1994, to film a documentary about a local legend known as the Blair Witch. The three disappear, but their equipment and footage are discovered a year later. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.